What's going on over there? I think there might be a stabbing.
Fuck you all! Fuck it all!
I'm watching.
Now, Albert, stop it!
Stop it! Oh my god, Albert! Albert?
Me? I'll not die in some piss-stinking alley reeking worse than a week-old lavvy.
What happened here? Excuse me. Where the fuck are you going?
What? Shooting a boy in the middle of the street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no one can help me. Not even you.
Benjamin Palmer? But why did you shoot the man? He's got a migraine. Oh, well, that makes it all better. That explains it all.
Perhaps you could focus for a moment and tell me your troubles.
I'm sick, broke, and my son just stole my pills. Everything's coming up roses.
Did you just shoot your son? Benjamin Palmer. Also, like, I think he's more drunk than there's a lot of swaying in this game, like, as you talk to people. Like, the literally, like, gospel level spirit of God kind of swaying. But I think he might be drunk.
What can you tell me about this place?
Nothing to say, really. This is where I used to live, and this is where I live now.
You alright? You mean you used to have a better life?
You mean you used to have a better life?
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and a job. I even used to have a name. And now I'm just Ben. Ben the Tramp.
Ben the Tramp. Okay.
You don't have anywhere to go? No family that would welcome you?
Not since the death of my wife, Albert's mother. She was sick, you see. Long before the flu and all this shit.
All this shit. Alright, okay. Well, hang on, which one is that? We've done Life in London. Why did you shot this boy?
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure he didn't deserve a public execution.
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that I'm sick in the head, you see, and the boy he just frayed me last nerve.
How is that a reasonable excuse? I will remember you, Benjamin Palmer.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a phantom, if you ask me.
Really? And why is that?
Word is she ain't real. She's a cover for some doctor who runs an illegal dispensary for migrants.
Aha! Okay. So I don't think we can chat with you anymore.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
I won't forget you, though, Benjamin, if I need a tasty snack. Oh, hello, you alright?
Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
Fucking what? I could mesmerise and murder you. Oh, I have got anemia.
Do you need assistance?
Please. Feeling tired these days.
I'm going to give you some medicine. Because out of the goodness of my heart, with the Hippocratic oath and all, versus making your XP a bit higher for when I do eat your face.
There you go. Let's hope nobody steals it from you.
Very funny.
So this is your son. Sorry, your father. I just spoke to your father, and this is Albert. So he tried to shoot his son. That's very sad. Did you steal that man's medication?
What happened? Did you really steal that man's medication?
Hey, I didn't do anything. It ain't me.
You picked an easy target, didn't you?
Medication and drugs are a rare commodity in East London. So you picked an easy target, didn't you?
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here. Bastard was a soldier in the war, so now he's got the right to shoot me.
It's true. I'm not familiar with this part of town. Perhaps you could help me.
I said sod off. Go find yourself another guide.
Alright, thanks. I'll talk to him about the war in a minute. I think this is a back and forth between these two, to be fair. So it'll be hint, 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 hint.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? If you know anything about her, I'd appreciate it.
Never heard of her. She's pretty, I'll keep an eye out.
Alright. And then, yeah, we can't do anything with this, so... I've at least done a bit of healing.
Goodbye, young man.
Me? I'll not die in some piss-stinking alley.
So he's sorted for now. Where's your father gone? There he is. I cannot give him migraine medicine. But I can... Oh, hello. Is that a lady of the night? I'll talk to her in a minute. What are you doing? Stop digging through the bins.
Good evening, Benjamin. Can I help you?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reed.
What is it, Benjamin? It was the war, wasn't it? Your nerves are shot, aren't they? I need some answers, Private. From one soldier to another.
The doctors called me a liar, a coward. Put me in a straitjacket, locked me up. Finally, they sent me back to the front lines with a handful of tablets.
These are barbaric methods.
It's a pity that doctors still practice such barbaric methods. It's a dishonor to our profession.
Now only the pills stop me thinking about this shit. To not hear the explosions. I'm even scared of the dark these days.
Oh dear. So this is when it would be amazing if I could use my weird vampire powers for good and be like, you will no longer have this shit. But we can't.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
Can I chat to you again now?
How are you, boy?
I'm not your boy, all right? Now piss off.
Come to people. No. I don't think I've got anything more for you at this time.
Goodbye, young man.
Goodbye. I'm gonna go talk to that lady of the night. She might not be a... Oh. Who's that? Oh, it's Benjamin. Stop drinking, Benjamin. I'm gonna talk to this... Like, what is this? Oh no, it's a homeopathic lady.
When science fails you.
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place.
Scam.
The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh,
Scammy bitch.
really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
Well, she's healthy. It's a good start. Oh, but she's... Oh, I need to do some stuff with her. Can't do that. Any intriguing local figures you'd like to tell me about Loretta?
Tell me, who intrigues you most in Whitechapel?
The region itself is something to see, but I would say Camellia the mute florist who gives away her flowers.
Right, okay. Is there anyone I should avoid?
Is there anyone I should avoid?
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt. The bloody bastard remorselessly exploits poor migrants as soon as they get here.
Oh, bitch, don't worry about him. We ate him, like, last night.
What do you think of the locals?
Most of them are afraid or desperate. They all come to me eventually for my remedy.
I love how literally the first night I've been in 2 districts, I've eaten the problem person by accident. Not by accident, mainly intentionally, but just somehow run into them and immediately I'm like, yeah, no, we're going to eat you. I've asked you that, haven't I? And you hadn't got any personal questions. So, Nurse Dorothy Crane.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like to talk about competition.
Competition, you say?
Never met her, but it seems she provides some sort of medical care to the poor. The whole thing has to be some sort of scam, if you ask me.
Okay.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
Oh, she is selling. She's selling opium and codeine. Oh, there it is. I am going to sell Clay's hatchet. I think. Oh, maybe not, actually. I need to do some, like, looking at my weaponry and work out what I'm doing with it all. Junk. I'm going to sell the wedding ring. Those I can break down, but I can't break the wedding ring down, unfortunately. I'm alright. I don't really want to buy anything from you at this point in time. I'd rather save my stuff for when I actually need it. So Loretta is alright. She's not a massive threat. Yes, she's selling possibly something dodgy, but I don't feel that she's troublesome in the same way as some of these gang members and things. So for now, we will let her live. It might even be that actually she is kind of helping. If she's selling basically the same shit as us.
I have this thirst for blood.
Is this a... Oh, I was going to say, is that a workstation? That would have been amazing. Any rats? Any loot? No. I can hear a scowl, though. I don't really want that. Right, let's see if we can find Darius. I hope he's doing well after he did that song called Rushes. He kind of went and disappeared. We never saw him again. But I guess he's now in Whitechapel. Ah, here we go. I'm going to knock on the door.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
Mr. Doctor!
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
This is unfortunate because I can't obviously enter. He's got bronchitis. Oh, hello. Yeah, I obviously can't enter due to the fact that I'm a vampire. A vampyr! So I'm going to have to... Ah, here we go. If I get to here, I could spy on him. Spy on you. What are you doing? Also, why are you so small? No, the doorknob's just really high. Bitch, it's her! She hasn't washed her hands still.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be for Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nethercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
Well, okay.
It's locked, all right. I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Let's try the church. See if we can have a chat with Nethercott or Darby. Or both. Oh, hello. This might be... What's going on here? Have I walked into the...
Good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
Hello.
Welcome, sir. Please, take a browse of my wares.
I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
Okay, then. I'm looking for... No, I'm not. I noticed anything out of the ordinary?
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
Well, you mean besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap? As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. Fever, madness, something like that.
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice in better days. Now I only go to find trinkets or tools. Too bad I was mugged, though. There was good money in that little box of loot I lost.
A little box of loot. It's 8 of the clock at least. 9.
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
Okay, cool. I will see what I can do about your box.
How is business around here?
Business? I have no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in particular for your situation.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
Okay, so we've got some hinty things there. Nothing in that bit. We've already asked that bit. I may as well ask this even though we found her.
Have you heard of a nurse called Dorothy Crane?
Nurse Crane? So the bitch really is a nurse, then? Always thought she was just some crafty foreigner, that one.
Crafty foreigner. Sure, blame the migrants. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, no, I can't be an arse because he's a trader. Is she an excellent nurse? I've never seen her do anything apart from wander around with blood everywhere. I'll put she's trying to help. Because I've no idea if she's an excellent nurse or not.
So she's trying to help her fellow immigrants. Why would that make her a villain?
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Craniu. Something like that. Came to England fleeing the war, I was told.
That doesn't explain why she irritates you so much.
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medical supplies and prescriptions for free. I offered to sell it for a fair cut, but no. Miss Crane wanted to play the quiet saint.
Oh no, universal healthcare, what will we do? Thank you, Mr. J. Haig, for the sub as well. Okay, so that's a nice little tip we've just picked up there. I'll have a little look at the trade.
Show me what you have.
What do you have in your pockets? You got a few bits. I might buy these off you, actually. Not that, though. Because I need to upgrade my weaponry. So I need common parts for that. The rest of it, I'm pretty sure I'm good with. Actually, I will buy those. Because I need those to upgrade damage and shit. So, there we go. Thank you, sir. Have a good day. I'm going to have a chat with this guy now. Hello. You alright? Smoking out in rain?
Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off.
I'm not a journalist. I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reed, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
You've got fatigue, sir. Do you not wish...
Can I offer you my medical expertise, Mr. Peterson?
Keep your medicines for others.
Oh, really?
There is a thin line between pride and stupidity, sir. Please, take this medication. You'll feel better.
All right. I'll take it then. It's not like I don't appreciate the gesture.
There we go. I done healed him. He's recovering. Brilliant. Joe Peterson. What do we know about you? Extortions. Extortions put Barrett Lewis in a tough financial situation, so he's extorting the merchant. That's why they were, like, when we turned up, they were, like, having a little go at each other. Look at how ill everyone is in this area. Well, I fixed you, and I fixed you. I haven't fixed you because I can't do migraines yet. Oh, Darius has bronchitis. Also, look, Dorothy is the pillar of the community. So if we ate Dorothy, everything would go wrong here. So we're not going to do that. Okay. So this guy is a bit of a nasty piece of work. But not worth murdering. Oh, immediately. Let's get right in there with, do you enjoy bullying people?
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I've found. And it pays well, too.
A job? So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle.
Aha.
Their dirty work.
Tell me more about the Wet Boot Boys. I believe that what's its son, Albert, also mentions them as well.
Most people don't become thugs when unemployed. This is a choice you made.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons, and that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here? Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
Oh. Oh my, we've got some gossip going on now. Okay, all the hints, all the tea is being spilt by Joe.
May I ask what you do around here?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now sod off.
Wow. Is it 10 of the clock now? I hear the clock.
According to you, physicians are scarce in this part of town. Why is that?
Not familiar with this neighborhood, are you? I guess your fancy colleagues are too afraid of being stabbed in the back.
This part of town does have quite a reputation. Would you say it's justified?
Totally. Look at me, for instance. I always look my opponent in the eye before knocking him out.
It's 11 of the clock. We have skipped, or I did miscounted the first lot of bongs. So that's an hour has passed, and I've just talked to 2 men. Shit.
Have you heard of a nurse named Dorothy Crane? She's a colleague of mine, and is supposed to live around here.
Dorothy Crane? Yeah, I know her. One of the few good souls who dare to help the sick around here.
Could you please tell me more about her?
She's a nice girl. Tries to help the migrants. I offered to give her a hand, but she said my reputation would attract too much attention.
Okay, see, this is why you will live, Joe, because I understand you are a victim of circumstance, and not just a massive cunt. Also, it's too awkward with the mesmerizing. Just try and chill out a bit, you know?
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson. Hello?
Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Reed, and I would like to ask you a few questions. May I enter, please?
Sorry, no, sir. My father does not like people entering our house, you see.
Oh, bitch! Really? I could just...
Your father is worried about you, boy. He asked me to look for you.
So my father actually worries about me then? Okay then. Come on in. I'm Harry, by the way.
Harry Potter?
My dreams are soaked with gloom.
Peterson's house. Oh, shit. Oh, this is Joe's house. Oh, shit. This is Joe's son. I'll be right with you. I just need to go and steal everything you own. One moment, please. Is Joe here? Joe? Barrett? He's got fatigue. I believe I have... oh, Joe's over there. I believe I have the stuff for dealing with that. Or we could push Joe over the edge. Oh, excuse me. Why have you got a leaflet about vampires in your house? Does Joe know about vampires? Is that why Harry wouldn't let us in? Does Harry live under the fucking stairs?
Harry Potter and the Vampire Diaries.
Thanks, mate. Thanks for the pills. Right, Harry.
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
Oh, mate. Personal questions. Can I talk to you about... Oh, yeah, maybe you can shed some light on this whole thing. Maybe we can fix the situation. Maybe we could make your dad happy. That would be nice. This is the problem with playing a game set in, like, post-Victorian Britain. Is I either go to, like, very posh British... or, like, well done Cockney London, innit?
Your father and Mr. Lewis used to be good friends. What happened, Harry?
I was young then. I don't remember Mr. Lewis ever coming back again after my mother died. Or was it after my father started bullying him? I don't know.
Have you tried speaking to Mr. Lewis about it?
I don't go out often, but yes. And he scolded me and told me to leave him alone. I guess my father frightens him too much.
But you are not responsible for your father's actions.
Am I not? Dad always says that he joined that gang for my safety. So if I wasn't born, people wouldn't be worrying about Colossus Joe.
Your life in London. How do you feel?
How do you feel?
I'm fine. I mean, it's not easy every day, but I'm fine. I'm just tired of being sick all the time. If only I could be tough like... Well, you know.
Speaking of which, what can you tell me about your father?
My father is an idiot who makes idiot things. That's all I have to say.
Oh shit. Okay. I mean, I get how grief and all that can fuck you up and get you into this cycle. Also, it's Whitechapel. It's not great anyway. But you shouldn't feel guilty for the shit that your father has done.
Forgive my bluntness, young man, but you don't seem happy living in Whitechapel.
Why should I? I never wanted to come here in the first place. It was my father's decision. And look around you. Does this look like a nice place to live?
No. You have a place to call home. Which is fair. You know? Like, it's not great, but at least you have a roof over your heads, which is more than quite a lot of people did at this time. At least you're not in the fucking pit of death that we woke up in at the start of the game.
You have a roof over your head? A place to call home? Many people here are not as lucky, you know.
That's exactly what my father says. Harry, you should be grateful for what you've got. But I wasn't even consulted when we moved here.
How old were you, mate? Were you like 2? No, I get it. I get it, but you probably didn't have any choice. It was this or to be cast out on the streets.
If life here is so terrible for you, why don't you just leave this place? Have you ever spoken to your father about it?
I don't go outside. It terrifies me so. I went outside once without my father noticing and I saw terrible things. Bloody and frightening things.
So that's why you stay at home all day? For fear of the epidemic?
I'm not afraid of disease or death, Dr. Reed. It's the living I'm afraid of.
He doesn't want to get mugged. I mean, that's fair. Especially if you're, like, you haven't been brought up in this area, you would not be used to it. I may as well ask about the Dorothy Crane, and then I'll give him a little bit of a heal when we're done as well, and that might give him a bit of a boost.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
Yes, I know her. She came here to examine me when I was very sick. She said I should go out more.
Right, okay, well that's great. I'm going to heal you.
Do you need any medical help, young man?
Yes, I do. I feel so tired. I don't know if it's the epidemic, but everything seems so hard.
You'll feel better with this, but you need to get a grip, young man. Medication alone won't cure melancholia.
I'm not sure I'm happy with the idea of living long in a world like this. But I thank you for your concern, sir.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
Oh my god, look at our face. Grief. Hopefully he'll be alright. Right, hang on. This is your dad, innit?
You again? What do you want this time?
I want to have a chat with you about your son and some other stuff. Not that one, though. Maybe near. Yes. Harry is not happy living in Whitechapel.
Harry doesn't seem happy living in Whitechapel. Why did you make him come here?
I've always put my son's interests above everything else, whatever he may think. Our house is small but affordable. The walls are thin, but the door is solid.
You really love your son, don't you, Mr. Peterson?
He's my pride and joy. Even if he hates me for the choices I make and pushes me buttons more than he should.
Okay. Not afraid. No regrets at all?
Do you have any regrets?
Only one. Not to have my beloved wife by my side. She died when Harry was little. My sweet Jane. She gave the boy confidence.
Since the criminal nature of your job means you could be arrested, are you not afraid of what would happen to your boy if you were?
No one will ever take my son away from me. If that ever occurred, I'd hunt the bastard down and rip off his head with my bare hands.
Okay. That doesn't really answer the arrested thing, but okay. A joke.
Goodbye, Mr.
Bye. Oh my god. Let's see if I can chat to him once more before I go.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus.
No. No. Yes, there we go. Harry's health.
What do you know of Harry Peterson? The boy seems so fragile. Not like his father at all.
Harry's a good boy, but he spends most of his time complaining. He's had it tough, all right, but he needs to grow a pair.
What troubles him exactly?
Well, despite being his father's son, almost everything, I think. He never wanted to come to Whitechapel in the first place. Hates this place more than most of us.
Okay. You're healthy, aren't you? Fab. Cool. Thanks, mate.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
Goodbye for now. Alright. Okay. Oh my god, there's the church. Oh, there's a priest! Ah! I do not want the priest, please.